How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart, back with another lesson and something a little bit different for me today. We've got the electric guitar out and we're doing Supersonic by Oasis. So a lot of power chords used in this. I'm going to show you the little lead part as well. Thanks for the continued support. Thanks to everyone who's subscribing and continues to do so. If you are subscribed, please hit the little notification bell that's somewhere down there so you get notified every time I post a video up. And please follow me on social media. So I'm Wayne Hart Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok. So I'd really appreciate it if you want to follow me on those platforms. You can see what I'm up to and you can see what videos I'm about to post up, or you can get your requests in. But without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so this song is in standard tuning. Now in the intro, if you want to get the big Oasis sound, I was using a bit of overdrive and a bit of reverb on my amp. But for the purpose of the lesson, I'm playing it clean, just so everything sounds nice and crisp, and hopefully it'll come across in the tutorial, okay? So the first chord we want is called an F sharp minor 11, okay? So that will be the third finger will be on the 4th fret, that is on the A string, little pinky 4th fret on the D string, and my first finger is on the 2nd fret on the G, okay? Now this is the chord that we pick, so we're going to be picking the A. I'll just talk through the strings as I pick them. So A, D, G, E, B, G, D, A. So again, A, D, G, E, B, G, D, A. Okay, and then we're going to play an A sus2 chord. Now I'm doing that with my 2nd and 3rd finger. And the next chord that we're going to go to is a B7, and that's the B7 without the little pinky on the 2nd fret on the top E string. So my first finger is on the 1st fret on the D, 2nd finger 2nd fret on the A, 3rd finger is 2nd fret on the G. Okay, so if we put that together nice and slow, A sus2, B7. Okay, so that's going to be your intro. That's going to go around, I think it's about 4 times on the song. So then when we go into the verse, this is all power chords now, so all what we call 5 power chords. They've all got a 5 after them. So the first one is an F sharp 5, okay? So I'm playing a 3-fingered power chord, so my first finger is on the 2nd fret on the low E string, 3rd finger is on the 4th fret on the A, little pinky is on the 4th fret on the D string, okay? And on power chords, we only play the strings that the fingers are on, and I'm mostly playing downstrokes on all of these chords, so we get this. Now it's really nice on this chord if you do this little lift off with the first finger, so we get this. Okay, the next chord is an A5 power chord, so I'm using 1 finger, you can do it with 2. So I'm just covering the 2nd fret on the D and the G string. So I'm just playing those 2 notes and the open A string. And the last chord we go to is a B5. So similar shape to the F1, we're just going to move that down. So my first finger is now on the A string, 3rd finger is on the 4th fret on the D, little pinky is on the 4th fret of the G. So we put that together, we got... You need to be yourself, you can't be no one else. I'm feeling supersonic, give me gin and tonic. You can have it all, but how much do you want it? Okay, so that's going to be all your verse chords. Now the next part is the bridge, so you can either hold on to an E5 power chord, or you could play a full E chord, which would sound quite nice. But I think it's nice putting this little sort of bluesy. So what that will be is, I've got my first finger on the A string, okay, I'm also going to be playing that note plus the open E string, and my 3rd finger is picking out the 4th fret, that is also on the A string. If you can't reach, you could use your little pinky, so we get this. No one's gonna tell you what I'm... Then we go back to that first chord in the verse, which is the F sharp 5, so we get this. Who's gonna tell you what I'm on about? You need to find a way for what you want to say. Okay, so the chord before you go into the chorus, that's called a C sharp 7. So I'm borrowing the 4th fret, okay, and I'm doing like an A7 shape. So my third finger is on the 6th fret, that is on the D, and my little pinky is on the 6th fret on the B string. So we have this lovely sounding chord, okay? So the chords for the chorus, now I do rather than the D5, I do a full D chord. We do an A5 power chord, E5 power chord, and then we go to that F sharp 5. So what we get is D, A, E, F sharp. And as I said earlier on, mainly doing that with downstrokes, just sort of emphasising those chords. So that runs through all the way through the chorus, and those chords sort of continue, those chorus chords, as the guitar solo comes in. At the end of the guitar solo, we play an E chord, and then we play that C sharp 7 again. I need to be myself, I can't be no one else. And that all goes around again. So you know, we've got the verse, another bridge, and then we go into the chorus, and then the chorus just carries on going round to the end as the guitar solo comes in. Okay, so now we'll have a look at the solo. Now the solo comes from an F sharp minor pentatonic scale, so that is E string root, way up on the 14th fret, okay? So if we play the pentatonic scale, okay, all those notes are sort of contained in that scale. So the first note that we're going to play, that's going to be 16 on the G, and we're going to do a bend on that, so natural note, and then we're going to play 14 just behind that, that's also on the G, so we get this. Back to 16, 14, and then 16, 14, 16 on the D. So put that together. So again, so after that we have this little phrase, we go back to 14 on the G, 16 on the D, 14 on the D, back to 16. So we get this at the end of what we just did. So again, so okay. So the second phrase, we go back to it like we did the first one again. We're bending that to 16 on the G, normal. Okay, this time after that we're going to go to 17 on the B, to 14 on the B, 16, 14 on the G. So that second phrase. Okay, then we've got this little phrase on the end of that. So I'm now on the D string, first finger is on 14. Now I'm hammering onto 16. And then we're going to, that would be 14 on the G. Then we play 16 on the G. Back to 14. 16 on the D, and then back to 14. That's on the G again, so we get this. Now there, on that, I tend to do a hammer on and then a pull off. So put that second phrase together. Okay, so the whole thing really slowly, we got and that's pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. Like I say, that is the full electric version based on the studio album version. Okay, I know Noel plays, he adds a few extra things in when he plays it live, but that is based on the album version. Works really well, great for sort of practicing sort of power chords as well, you know, those fifth chords. So thanks very much for watching. I have also done a nice strum along acoustic version not so long ago. If you want to go and check that version out as well, if you want to sort of just sing it and strum it, that version works really well. But you know, any other requests for any other Oasis songs, not just Oasis, Liam or Noel solo stuff, or anything 50s to modern day, acoustic, or I am going to start doing a few more sort of electric lessons as well. So if there's anything you'd like to see, a lot of you know the drill now. So you can either comment in the post below, or a good way to reach me these days is on those platforms that I mentioned at the start of the video. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also TikTok. So if you want to message me through those platforms requesting a song, I do always try and reply to messages. You just got to respect, I get quite a lot, so we do have to hemp at them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going. As I also said in the intro, don't forget to subscribe if you dig what I do, especially if you're an Oasis fan. You know, there's loads of Oasis songs up there. A lot of the obvious ones are there. So if you are an Oasis fan, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say have a great morning, day, night, whenever it is you're watching. And I'll catch you all for a lesson very soon. Take care.